This is Nigeria Reality TV. Once again, welcome to Nigeria Reality TV. Please, if you are joining us for the first time, subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.
Good morning, fellow Nigerians and fellow subscribers of various banks in Nigeria. Good morning, everyone that's expecting the disbursement of one grant or the other in Nigeria now. I am your friend and brother, Apostle Elder Shola Josiah, aka Mr. Shalom. I'm coming your way this morning, the 11th day of month of May, year 2026. And the time now is 10:35 a.m. 10:35 a.m. I have decided to be silent before until disbursement takes place. But two people make me to break my silence this morning by what they said and wrote. First person is Barrister Tunde Paul Audu. And second person is person that called himself Tunde Jr. First of all, starting with Barrister Tunde Paul Audu. Barrister, before I go into what you kicked against, I first want to fault you on the statement you make in your statement, in your VN. You greeted people on the platform and said that they have the interest of the masses at hand. Barrister, sir, that's a wrong English. You don't have people's interest at hand, rather you have people's interest at heart. You are a barrister. You should have good command of English. If you, a barrister, cannot make a correct statement in English, then what will you use to defend your people, your clients in the law courts? Even a good secondary school product should not make a statement like this. What do you mean having people's interest at hand? What kind of English is that? You don't have people's interest at hand, rather you have their interest at heart. Please take notes. I was waiting to see whether you correct yourself, but you did not. Maybe you didn't even know that you made a mistake in that area. So that is point number one. Then point number two, you are kicking against the issue of remittance of certain percentage. Well, I don't know the kind of people you are talking to, because before in the grant ecosystem, people were expecting 1.8 million, 3 million, 5 million highest, and they just collected people's names and said, "Come on, bring your account. Let me send your name somewhere." Any amount that enter your that enter your account, you will give me certain percentage. Some people do that, but even at that, you cannot blame them, because they are helping people. All right. So, but I'm not even going to that area. You are talking of people that sign MOU for the sake of remittance. Let me tell you, anybody that asks for MOU to be signed to remit something, then we are talking of mega disbursements. And when we are talking of mega disbursements, that level past your level. Let me just see it, point and clear. Because the people we are talking of are the big shots of this nation. These are people that have sold properties, sold valuable things at home and abroad to ensure that we get to this level, to ensure that Nigeria as a nation get to this level. They are the ones that are asking for this. Maybe you think it's one NGO man that you know in your area, or one CEO that asks for it. No. It is the people that fought for these things that are asking to compensate their this thing. I won't mention names, and I don't have to. I'm just trying to let you know that what you are trying to kick against is beyond you. And mind you, tell you that you can't even make a good, correct English, in public. These people have your seniors, your fathers in the legal profession as their own legal consultants. So when you are thinking, say, you sue them, you meet them, there's no problem. You will go and meet your seniors, you go and meet your fathers in legal profession in court. I'm just saying this so that you know that the area you are going to is beyond your level. The grant ecosystem has gone beyond the level that many people think it was. Government is in charge of disbursement as we speak. For the past 2 years, people don't know. Government has taken over the affairs of grants and projects in Nigeria. That's why a man would tell us often and often that he is a man under authority. When you hear a man say that, you think he didn't know what he was saying. He will always come up, he's a leader. You say, I'm a man under authority. That's to tell you that the authority of the nation have taken over grant affairs, across the nation. And you are there. You think people are just doing what they like. Abi, there's no problem. Just don't try to go further. Or if you like, go further. You will meet your seniors at the front. I won't say more than that. Now, coming to the issue of remittance of some percentages and calling it a criminal act. Who told you that? Anything that is agreed upon has become legal and binding. I'll give you an example of two industries in Nigeria. The real estate industry and your very legal profession. I'm coming back. In the real estate industry, what do? They just link the buyer of property with the seller of property. And they have a standing agreement. You, the buyer, will give me a certain percentage. You, the seller, will give me a certain percentage. If the real estate man, find out that maybe for one reason or the other, one of the parties may want to default, you may decide to go into signing an MOU, undertaking. That's if you think that either of the parties would disappoint. But if there's no doubt, fine. At the end of the sales, the buyer remits, pays his own percentage. The seller remits his own percentage. Is that a criminal offense or a crime? It's a simple agreement. Now, coming to your legal profession, many lawyers have become property managers. They were trained to defend in the law courts and to progress to become judges. But many of them leave that profession and become property managers. Fine. It is good. Even these lawyers, when they are selling your property or managing your property, what do? They go on percentage. That's why we hear something like agency fee, legal fee. Are you not aware? Who collect legal fee? Certain percentage to be remitted to lawyers. And you are here saying to remit certain percentage is a criminal offense. You better go and study your law very well. And think twice before you come to the public next time. Nigeria is not a place where you just come up and say anything that you like. All right? Nigeria today, grant issues today is in the hands of the government. And I've been saying it since last year that the government have the power to regulate this expected disbursement. I've been saying it. They have the power to determine who gets what and when. That's why the people that are expecting some bogus amounts, well, we are waiting for them when disbursement happens. But the issue of remittance is not a local issue. That's what I just want you to know. You, Barrister Tunde, it is an issue that's beyond you. If you want to press for that, there's no problem. Go ahead. Nobody will tell you to turn back when the time comes. Instead of you to just look for 2 or 3 NGO CEOs and be their legal, consultants, legal advisor. We are talking of fighting people that fought for this very money to come. well, I keep your case aside. Then, secondly, one Mr. Tunde Jr., what you did was that you write you write some names of people and the organizations, and you call them you started the writing criminal, extortion of money, or whatever. Your issues like this same Barrister Tunde. Anyway, what a coincidence. The two of you are Tunde. To God be the glory. All right, Mr. Tunde Jr., sorry, I don't mean to insult you, but the way you spoke, the way you think, and the way you wrote, you did things like a junior person. I don't know your age, and I don't need to know your age, but the way you acted like a junior person. Who is beating drum for you that's making you to dance? Hmm? Who pounded jam for you that said the matter of soup, no, is no problem? If you know some of the people you wrote their names there, you would never try to write, to have tried such a thing. If you know some of the people you wrote their names and definition in that write-up, I saw it there. Huh? There's no problem. All right? There's no problem. By the time you see their hand, you will know what is not. For my case, because you wrote my organization, although you didn't get my name right, but because you wrote the name of my organization, you hear from my legal team. Okay? You hear from my legal team. If you know what it means to spoil somebody's name in the cyberspace, you hear from my legal team. I don't want to talk much. I just want these two people to know that they are going to areas that be past them. The issue of grants in Nigeria is in the hands of the government. It has gone beyond the issue of of the common man. And as I speak, government will determine what goes to who and when. God bless us. Fellow Nigerians, until we see again, God bless you all. Expect your disbursement. Those of you expecting bogus amounts, but whatever enters your account, fine. Those of you that are asked to sign 1 or 2 MOU, I advise you better sign, because the 20,000 naira, the 30,000 naira, or highest 50,000 naira that you paid is not enough for you to get what you are expecting, or even half of it. I don't want to talk much about that area. Then, talking of the issue of signing a MOU of 7,000, because that was part of what Tunde Jr. wrote. Mr. Tunde Jr., do you know how that MOU came about? Do you know how that MOU came about? You thought people just sat down and said, yeah, come, let us sign MOU, let us take 7,000. Do you know how it came about? That's why I said, some of you don't find out things. And maybe the person you are asking question doesn't know. You don't try to go further. I always say one thing: what faces one man backs another man. That's the truth. What turn his face to you is turning his back to the person opposite you. That's what you don't know, because you are just seeing one side of something. You think that is all that there is about that thing. No, far from it. Far from it. You too continue whatever you think you want to do. By the time those that will reach you will reach you, you will know whether you are doing the right thing or not. God bless us all, fellow Nigerians. I don't hope to speak again until after disbursement. Take care of yourself, try and be healthy, and have a good plan for whatever you are going to do. Those of you that are involved in the community project that is going to take place across the nation, but you know what it takes. Anyway, so just try to do the right thing. God bless you all. Until I come your way again, I remain your friend and brother, Apostle Leader Shola Josiah, aka Mr. Shalom. God bless you all. Amen.